Hello and welcome to the fourth developer blog of Missing the Complete Saga. For those who doesn't know what it is, it's a reality based RPG coming for PC and consoles. The little snippets that you have seen in the intro are from the game itself for the various looks we are developing. Must have seen the protagonist or main character, the player character. In this dev blog, our lead programmer Indrajit will be explaining you how our NPC system works. So I'll be handing the mic to Indrajit, and I'm sure you all will enjoy his dev blog.
Hello everyone, I'm Indrajit Adhikari and today I'm going to show you our NPC system. There are around 80 NPCs that we have planned to include in our game. We wanted to make every character different, and we did not want to make them do the same thing over and over again or sit in the same place for the entire game. But we do not have that big of a team to create behavior for each character separately. So we created a system where we can control every character, no matter how many are there, from a single space. In this case, we are using Google Sheets to do that. So let us look at our Google Sheet from where every data for every NPC is coming from. This is our sheet where we have dedicated a row for a single NPC. As we can see, we have the name of that character, the job title, and several other locations. These locations are also another class. So every NPC has their own set of locations where they go, where they work, where they live, and where they like to spend their time. Now we go back to Unity to look at how these data looks within Unity. If we see, we have used an asset from Asset Store named Game Data Editor. This is one window of that asset. This asset helps us to fetch data from Google Sheets. So as you can see, we were seeing some tabs on our Google Sheet just like this, like assets, interactable objects, location. These tabs will be available here as schemas, and every row we had over there will be available in Item Editor. This is another screen of the same asset. After getting that data from Google Sheet to Unity, we need to pass this data to a game object. In this case, the character game object. So here are our non-playing character game objects. If we check the inspector, we have attached a finite state machine to each of them. These finite state machines fetch that data from that asset to this game object. And how they distinguish between characters, there is this drop down of names. We can choose any name here, and that will going to create that character here. So let's look at this character. So he is standing here. We can select any name for him and that data will be available to us. Let's say his name is Akram. And if now I'm going to pause it. As you can see, every data has come. So his name was Akram. We just have selected his name from the drop down and every other data just came straight from the sheet. So if we check Akram's row, we will see that his job title is poultry owner, his home is at Firoznagar, and he works at poultry. We can see that here too. Works at poultry and these other things. So another thing we should be looking at also is there is a field named routine. And if you check back this thing on our Google Sheet, we will see that everyone has a routine. So we have created a routine system. Let's check the routine class. So here is the routine class. In this class, we have described the day-to-day task of a single character. The routine is divided by every hour, and every character follows this timeline. Let's look at other characters. So here is our other character named Gopinath. If we check his FSM, we will see that respective data from Google Sheet has come for him too. Now, they will be following their routine according to the time. If I resume the game, we will see that at 6 something will going to happen. Okay, so something happened. Let's see what happened here. So a path has been marked from one point to another. We have a cool tool we have created for every NPC, which is their canvas. This is a debugging canvas from which we can understand the name of the character, what kind of work he is doing at the moment, and where he is going. So right now he is going to work, and his workplace is land 1. This data is also available in the sheet. So if we look at here, if we see Gopinath's routine, we will see that at 6 o'clock he is supposed to go to work. And if we go back to the NPC parameter sheet, we will see that for Gopinath, the workplace is land 1. So these two data are combined with our system created and telling him to do what and where to do it. If we resume that, we will see that he will be going towards his workplace. So he is just going. Okay. So we have seen that he was going to his work with a specified path. The specified path was determined by these blue objects scattered around this world. What are these? These are nodes. These nodes create paths. Why we need those paths? Because these characters are supposed to be humans, so whenever they want to go from point A to point B, there must be a road between them so that they can follow. To provide that information to them about the map, we have used these node objects to create path. So you have seen that at 6, Gopinath tried to go from his home to his workplace, but he was taking a path. But we can create this path anytime. And to create these paths, we have created this system for this node management. And we also have created a custom node editor. This is the node editor that we have created. With this, we can easily add some node to the scene. We can delete some nodes and we can create connection between them. So let's see, this was the road Gopinath was following last time. but there is another node path to his work, right? But this path was disconnected. As this was disconnected, that was the only road Gopinath had. Now let's connect these two roads and see which path Gopinath chooses. So to do that, we need to toggle the system on. Now the system is on. There are a couple of things that we can do. There are modes. One mode is to add nodes. One mode is to add neighbors. So let's start with adding nodes. I am going to add two nodes here. Next thing to do is connect this node with each other. So I'm going to add neighbor. Let's select one and select another one. So a connection has been created between them. If I select another one, another connection has been created. If I select the last one, it will complete the path. Somehow it was not applicable. So as we can see that we do not need these many nodes from walking to. We can delete them too. So let's try to do that. I'm deleting them. We can directly connect this node with this node, right? So let's try to do that. Add neighbor. I select this one and then I select that one. Sometimes it is hard to click it from a distance, but it works flawlessly. Now Gopinath has two paths from his home to his work. Now let's see what he does, which path he chooses. We have made the system, this node management system, and we have put a pathfinding algorithm to every character so that they can decide which is the shortest path for their destination. Let's start the game again and see what happens. Okay, so he started as talking to someone, but now at 6 o'clock he was going to get his message. As you can see, this time he has chosen a different path, which is shorter than the last one. This is how pathfinding works in our game. These nodes help us to create those paths, and NPCs decide which path they want to take. Every NPC has an associated FSM. That FSM looks like this. We have created this FSM in such a way that every hour the NPC will going to check his own routine and determine which task to do, and for each task there is a separate branch. We have a Timekeeper object here whose sole operation is to send events at every hour. This is how the Timekeeper sends events to each character, and that character then determines what to do depending on the time. Let's go to a second character. Okay, so this is Akram. Let's see what he does. Now we can see the time is 9:57. We will wait until 10 to see that what he does. Okay, so now it's 10 and we can see he is going somewhere, right? We can follow the similar procedure like last time to know what he is up to. We can click on his canvas, enable it, and we can see that his name is Akram. He is going to work and his workplace is poultry, and the path is also marked. So we have discussed about our NPC system, and you all have seen with the help of Google Sheets, Game Data Editor, and the node-based system that we have created, we are managing all of our NPCs.
Thank you, Indrajit, for the wonderful demonstration of the systems. I hope you guys have enjoyed his blog. Stay tuned for the next part. Bye.